Good day everyone, my name is Judy Lucy Manclandas and I'm going to discuss our lesson plan this morning. Okay, our adapted case is entitled Developmental Dysgraphia as Reading System and Transfer Problem. So we found three problems to remediate in this case. First, word pronunciation. Second, orthographic representation, and third, letter substitution. So in our lesson plan, we only focus on word pronunciation. Yes. So our learning competency is use appropriate prosodic features of speech in delivering lines. And this is our objectives. At the end of the week, the student will be able to identify each prosodic feature of speech and value or listen properly to someone when speaking, and use the correct pitch, stress, intonation, volume, juncture, pause, and projection in delivering lines. Our topic for this lesson is the prosodic feature of speech. So prosodic feature of speech or prosody is the study of tune, rhythm of speech, and how these features contribute meaning. So suprasegmental, also called prosodic features in phonetics, as speech features such as intonation, stress, tone, or word juncture. Okay? And that accompanies or is added over consonants and vowels. So in classroom routine or in activity proper, first we need to review. So the teacher will have a brief recap of the previous topic through oral recitation, and the teacher will randomly select students to answer. And in the motivation, the students will have speech choir. So the class will be divided into three groups, and the teacher will post a poem through PowerPoint presentation and ask each group to present in front through speech choir. So the students will be given at least 10 minutes to prepare and practice. So the poem is entitled Jabberwocky by Lewis Carroll. And after the motivation, the teacher will call random students from the group to answer the following question. What have you observed from the words in the poem? Is it difficult to read? And second, why it is important to pronounce a word correctly? And the third question, does the activity help you to improve your skills in reading or speaking? That's the question. So in abstraction, we use deductive approach or deductive method. So the teacher will discuss the prosodic features of speech, and later the teacher will give an example for better understanding. So I will give the meaning of pitch, stress or accent, intonation, volume, juncture, pause, projection. Yes, that's it. So for example, pitch, it refers to the highness or lowness of a sound. And here, the example of prosody. So prosody provides clues about attitude or affective state. The sentence like, yeah, that was a great movie. So can mean that the speaker liked the movie, or the exact opposite, depending on the speaker's intonation. Prosody is also used to provide semantic information. So here are some examples. A person who is in great fear may utter stress sound in a high pitch as when one called out. So for example, help! Fire! Look! Run! Like that. So high pitch. And a person who is embarrassed may stutter in a low pitch as when one says, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Or please forgive me. Please forgive me. Like that. And one who is doubtful may use rising intonation for a statement as in, he holds office in this building? Yeah, you are confused or you are doubtful. And one who scorns or what to emphasize a place, person, or thing stresses a demonstrative adjective before that noun, as in, he holds office in this building. Like that. And one who has self-confidence and poise may use a normal pitch, stress, and information pattern, as in, the battle began. Like that. Okay? So that is for the abstraction or for the lesson proper. And in the application and assessment, Miss Dave Hollow are going to tackle it or introduce it to you.
To show understanding of what the students learned, our activity is to let the students to choose their partner, and we will give them a line from the story of Indarapatra and Sulaiman. After that, we will ask the students to write or identify the feelings or emotions that their partners expressed while delivering the line. Here are the example lines from the story of Indarapatra and Sulaiman. In the assessment part, we will going to divide the class into 5 groups, and we will instruct them to create a short story. And each member of the group should have a line or dialogue because we will grade them individually based on how they deliver their lines. Also, this activity will help the teachers to know if the students really know how to pronounce words, or the teachers will identify who are the students who have difficulties in pronouncing words. Lastly, in the assignment part, it is still a group work. The students will read the story of Pandora's Box, and each member of the group will give at least 2 direct quotations from any of the characters. And during the presentation of the output, each member should have a representative to present their output in front of the class. They must choose their best representative because their grade will depend on how their representative deliver the direct quotations they have gathered.
So thank you so much for listening.